Hello and welcome to the Oliveboard platform. My name is Antara and in this session we are going to make the GK/GS portion easy for SSC CGL 2026. Now, those who have appeared for the mains, you may be knowing that how they have set the question paper, and there is so much of air once again around this particular subject. So let us try to get the correct strategy for the SSC CGL 2026. Do let me know about your opinions in the comment box. So first of all, coming to the current affairs section, as you have seen that the current affairs part was like good enough in the mains paper. So how to deal with current affairs? Should you go for the daily current affairs, monthly current affairs, or just before the exam? Now, one thing, so many students rush just before the examination. The last few days also they're asking what to do in current affairs, where to do current affairs from. So please stop that panic, at least for the next year. Those who are watching this video, please stop this panic. You don't need to do it on a daily basis. See, obviously these are my advice, my suggestions. If you agree to that, if you accept that, then you can proceed accordingly. So you do not need to follow the daily current affairs. Monthly current affairs is good enough for all the SSC examinations. So if you are able to follow the monthly current affairs, and then in that case, once in say 6 months you do the yearly, half yearly current affairs, right? And then once in the year you do the yearly current affairs. And after that, before your examination, you should have like some around 20 pages where everything is summarized, which is most important for your examination. How will you do that? How will you realize that these will be the most important things? Because there is so much of source, so much of content available in the internet. There are so many sources, multiple PDFs, and everything is circulating, right? And many of the times things are even mixed up between the SSC trend and the banking trend also. So how will you identify? So for all this process, and one more thing is that this pattern examination, the conducting body, the TCS pattern, the educative pattern, so all of that keep apart. Current affairs is not going to change based on that, right? The content is going to be the same. So for identifying this, for identifying the trend, for knowing the trend, see, you have to do the previous year questions, and you will realize that they are most of the times asking the long term current affairs, the things which are going to stay in news for some time, the things which are important, like not just mere appointments, but the things which are more important or which have say specific standard, or say and something associated with it. It might be a post which is of importance, so like that, right? You will observe this trend as you solve the questions, as you solve the PYQs, as you solve the mock tests. You will get to know this. So if you are starting with it, just start with the monthly current affairs, and please read the SSC specific current affairs if you are preparing for SSC examination, and not just like any current affairs for that matter. Like the banking current affairs is different, they're not asking similar things, right? Now, coming to the syllabus, you must have always been worried about the GS and the GK syllabus. It is so vast, where to study it from? My advice will be again that you pick any book. Doesn't matters how small it is, doesn't matters how thick it is, doesn't matters whatever book you are picking. Try to pick up one complete book or one complete PDF. Or if you have studied from somebody already, then you revise those. If you have not studied from anybody, there are the batches which are available. Join any of the batch and go through the classes and download the PDFs, or even better, rather than downloading the entire PDF, download and keep it with you, but try to make a copy of your own where you have your short notes. This will be my best advice to you, that from wherever you are studying from online mode, offline mode, from book, from batch, from a course, from wherever you are studying, try to maintain this copy of your short notes. And complete the syllabus. Even if something is left out, don't run after all the miscellaneous things. Now, in one of the batches, I had done the miscellaneous questions also, but I have said in that particular class, that was only 1 hour class, I have said that these are miscellaneous. You need not focus on each and every one of these questions. You need not focus on each and every details of this particular class, because this is miscellaneous by default, right? And we have seen that there were miscellaneous questions this time also. However, is it possible to learn that part? Don't run after the one in the bush. Whatever is, say, easily doable, whatever is easily completable, the standard syllabus, I mean to say about that. Just everything else you want to cover, no. First you complete the basic syllabus, have that feel, okay, you have gone through it once, you've completed it once, and then you can update on the notes itself which you are maintaining. Say for example, you come across a PYQ, you know that this particular, it is from the ABC topic, but this point is not there in your notes and you don't know it. If you know it, okay, you need not keep on writing and just increasing that. If you do not know about it, and if it is a miscellaneous question, all right, you maintain it in the miscellaneous part. But if it is the PYQ from that, say basic, say history, geography, polity, science, economics, in that case, Indian economy, in that case, if you will find that okay, something is missing out which was in the question, you need to update your notes as at that particular point itself. And here again, in this particular notes, you need not go into in depth of any topic to the extent that you want to achieve the PhD in that topic. Okay, please understand that how the marking system is for your mains and the preparation for the GS is combined. There is no separate preparation for prelims and mains. There can be practice which is specially that you are doing it for mains, where you can specify that, but otherwise this completion of syllabus, it is the same. Okay, and then coming to how will you learn that okay, these are the important things. See, just do at least 5 years PYQ and just give at least 5 mock tests. That is only 10 I'm asking you to do for after completing the complete syllabus. And after that, you tell me that you are not observing at all. It is not possible. By default, by doing just this, 10, say in total, 5 PYQ papers and then 5 mock tests, you will be able to observe and learn that okay, these are the current affairs which are being asked, these are the, say, this much in-depth knowledge you should have. These understandings are very important, the concepts are very important. You cannot skip that. You cannot just pick up any book and you are trying to memorize the geography. It is not possible. Why? Because if anything is asked based on a concept, if you know that okay, it flows from high pressure to low pressure, everything in this world want to flow from high pressure to low pressure, air also want to flow from high pressure to low pressure. Be it the science question, why in high altitude the nose will bleed, be it the geography question, why do you require pressure cooker to say cook food in the hilly regions, all these questions you can answer by these simple concepts. So how much detailing you need to go, how much memorization of the facts is needed, all this you will understand by this observation. Okay, they are asking more facts for the current affairs, it is required to memorize, right? But in case of the statics, it is mostly concept based and that much memorization is not even required. Why I'm saying this, if you are, say, a beginner, it is because you may have studied something only once. So that is why I'm asking you that stop the distractions and just running around multiple sources. Pick up your source, pick up something, pick up a batch, pick up your revision notes, or pick up a book if you are not able to, say, do anything else, and then have this zero distraction and complete your syllabus, right? And keep on updating. I told you, whatever you will find here, if this notes you think it is short, you think it is long, no problem, it will be sorted out once you do this 5 plus 5. Okay, 5 PYQ papers and 5 mock tests. So have the zero distractions every time. Nowadays there is so much of air around the subject, but again, you can do your best in these conceptual subjects where things are not changing as such. There can be updation, like who is the Chief Justice of India, then head of the defense forces, etc. So these are in current affairs also, and even in the subject also. When you are learning something, when you are learning something from polity, update in history, those persons will not change, but in polity they will change, no? So who is the Chief Justice of India, who is the Attorney General of India, who is the UPSC chairman? So like that, things, the facts you have to remember while studying only. You remember that, right? And revise from one source more and more times, at least till you are comfortable with that source. You want to expand your notes, you want to expand your learning, you want to go in depth, fine. But after you have completed this loop, you are able to move forward, and as much of updation and as much of completion and as much of you want to expand your dimension, you can go ahead and do that. You can probably go ahead and do a master's in one of the subjects if you want to. But please understand, that is not what the examiner wants you from. What they want you to know is that, okay, these are the multiple choice question, these are the MCQs, and they want you to solve it. That's all. Okay. And do not miss what you know, because see, not every question is meant to be ticked. They will not put a question paper where all the questions you will be able to answer. But yes, they can put a question paper where you are probably just leaving two questions or just leaving, say, three questions. Is that possible? Yes, students are doing this. That is possible. How? Because you do not miss what you know. You revise according to that, and do not wait for the last moment for your current affairs. Do it on a monthly basis. January is over. After that, you should know that, okay, these are from January. And there also you will require updation many a times. If some appointment will change, you have to update it. If the Ramsar site is updated, you have to update. Okay, now this is your answer. If the index, again, if it will come before your exam, you have to update it. But even in that case also, you will have an idea, okay, 120, 121, in that range only it is going. So probably, even if you will take a guess of something that you don't know, say for the next year again, so in that case, even if you have that in the back of your mind, you will be able to take a smart guess, right? So that is why I will like to once again tell you that monthly current affairs and revision and updation of the current affairs, complete the syllabus. See, you will never get that, okay, I have completed everything. That achievement is not possible. But what I am trying to say is complete the basics at least, okay? Complete the subjects at least. Like any other subject, you complete maths, you complete English. That doesn't mean that you have become the PhD in maths and English, right? But even if you have, it is up to you. But what I mean to say is that similarly for GKGS also, you have to complete the syllabus, okay? And without the distraction, revise and update whenever it is required. All right. So that will be enough from my end for this particular session. I wish you all the best for your examinations. Thank you.